everyone and welcome back to another Train Small 4 video. Today we're on the East Coast Main Line route to drive a Class 801/1 from Peterborough to Newark Northgate under the service head code 1B80. If you do enjoy today's video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you never miss a video, and comment down below if you're excited for Train Small 5. Now, let's get into the video. Alright, so first things first, safety systems. We'll turn them all on today. Once we've turned on all the safety systems, we'll go up and set up the rest of the train. Right.
TPWS and AWS operational.
Put the wipers on right, and we'll put them on a 25. We'll also register GSMR radio whilst we're turning on the lights. What I'm doing here is optional, you don't have to do this. Because I've set this in January and we have heavy sleet, it would be advisable to have some sort of temperature in the cab. Right, let's open up the doors. Give everybody plenty of time to board whilst we set up the camera angles. As you may have noticed, we've just got a single amber. So once I set up this camera angle, we will go ahead and take off the DRA, as it's no longer needed. And today we're going to be calling at Grantham and Newark Northgate. Additionally, we have a 20 mph speed restriction leaving Peterborough, so we'll have to remember that. Right, we'll shut all the doors. Bear in mind that everybody is now on. Put the reverser into forward and get ourselves going. We're driving 801-109. First class is here. Another LNER zoomer is going by. And if you've noticed, this one's changed to Norwich with East Midland trains on there. We have a few Class 66s parked over there. They've most likely done their freight runs this morning. Will soon be cleared for a 25 and then 110. There we go, there's 25. Oh, and 115. I thought it was 110. Never mind. Now, as you may have already noticed, because we have spawned in heavy sleet, we started off with some snow, but the snow is slowly starting to melt. Which means our conditions could be either better or worse, depending. I'm going to put this on a power handle 3 now. Have a good look outside to see that the snow has, in fact, already melted. Wonderful. However, we still have rumbles of thunder in the background. And we're now a good 27 miles away from Grantham. Just checking that everything's all good. The GSMR radio registered to be 1B80, which is fantastic. It's 1 degrees outside. No good. We can turn this to dark screen if we wanted. We can turn the volume up on this to be 5, which does remind me I need to turn up the GSMR volume as well. We also need to turn up the brightness as well so that we can see the GSMR radio. There we go. Now hopefully the ambers in front of us will clear. If not, then we will do our usual take off power and slow down. So at the moment it wants us to cruise at the speed that we're at. Makes sense. You can see the suspension on the train. Alright, if we continue at this speed, then we will do pretty well. I've got to be honest with you, for the year that I've been playing Train Sim 4, I've actually been on I've actually been on the East Coast Main Line a lot less than any other route. Like for example, Blackpool Branches has been taking a lot of my game time because, well, how good the route is. You know what I mean? Not saying that the East Coast Main Line isn't great. It is. It's just for me, I probably would have preferred a Newcastle to York stretch, or even a York to Doncaster, or, as what everybody was wanting, a King's Cross to Doncaster stretch, where it would go further than Peterborough, which I totally understood why they wanted that. But you never know, because of the new route hopping feature, they could bring out a few more East Coast Mainline DLC, say like King's Cross to Peterborough, then link it up with this route that we're playing on now, and then once you get to Doncaster you can link up with a Doncaster to York and Leeds route, and then so on and so forth until you get to Edinburgh. There's loads of things they could do with that feature now. The amount of routes they can make, it's fantastic. We've now just changed to 2 lines instead of 4 lines now, because we're going to be going through a tunnel very shortly. We'll be going through that at 115 miles per hour as we're slowly but surely approaching Grantham. There's 115 speed restriction. And we do have to start slowing down for Grantham very shortly. Make it around about 3 miles. Anyway, we'll put on some minimum brake. See how well that carries. Right, we're down to 100 because I've just seen a 100 mph speed restriction come up, so we're not near Grantham yet, but it's good to be prepared. Put in some more minimum brake because where that 100 is where the station is, so we certainly want to be less than 100 when we're passing through the station because we want to be stopping there. We certainly don't want to be gliding through. And this slow approach ensures that we are at Grantham on time. Because it's now 10 past and we're not expected to be there until 14 minutes past. So this just basically kind of wastes time a little bit, but it also helps to make a slow and steady approach into the station. Every now and again these safety systems are going off, so just to quickly acknowledge them. There's that last bridge before we enter into Grantham. And the station is just in front of us. Of course, if we need to use any more brake, we can. But I think for the most part we're going to stop on point. Just let this carry now. I do believe that is a 158 in Grantham. Wonder if it's got a livery on. I think so. That to me looks like the Great Western Railway 158. So just to let you all know that that is a livery from the Creators Club. I do not own it because I didn't make it essentially. And I believe it just left. So if you were able to make out that livery, that is what it was probably. Perfect stop. So we're now going to be here until 16 minutes past. It gives plenty of time for people to get off and on. Also gives plenty of time for people to dry off, take down their brollies, you know. That 158 did leave. The next one is Skegness, Nottingham and Liverpool Lime Street. Platform 3, Platform 4, 9:32, 20:33. So Platform 3 does get used. That's good. So Platform 3 for 20:33 Skegness. Platform 4 is 932 Skegness, so them that are facing this way are going to be waiting a while. Have a little look around Grantham whilst we wait for... I do like that feature. It's real to life, so... Got first class here. How many people have we got in first class? Not as many as I'd imagine. We have a few over here. But a lot of people have gone for standard, although we don't have many on. We have a few in coach C. Oh yeah, quite a few. Not so many in coach B. And coach A's got a few, but not many. That's not too bad. 1 more minute before we leave. And we're going to set off on a power 2 like we normally do. Thankfully our signal ahead has been a green, so we didn't even need to set the DRA. But when we arrive at Newark Northgate we will have to, because that'll be the end of the service for us. Over on this side, the next service is London's King's Cross, and that'll be coming in as we're leaving. Oh, and its expected arrival time is 9:22. Interesting. I wonder why. Right, the doors have locked. Let's get ourselves going. So essentially, we leave the station smoothly, then around about 35 miles per hour we'll put on power 3 handle, and around about 50 miles per hour we put in full throttle. Just gives a nice steady flow out the station and into some high speeds. And as mentioned, we are making some fantastic timeage, so I'd imagine we'll be there soon. Now I'm reckoning if we did this run in the summer, where it says plus 0000, it will then say plus 0100, which will indicate daylight savings time. So we're standard at the moment because we're in January. But say if I was to do this run in the middle of June, that would be British summer savings time. Well, if we were to say it properly, it'd be British summertime, aka daylight savings, so that's exactly why we'd be having a plus 0100 on there. Of course we do have our overspeed buttons. I mean, hopefully we won't have to do anything like that today. Keep an eye on our speeds, we'll keep an eye on the signals, and hopefully we'll do just fine. Newark Northgate is coming up very fast now. I'm going to start preparing for the red that's nearby. Not expecting this to change, because we are early. But it did change, so we'll stay at 113. The next signal is green. Can step up the speed a little bit, I suppose. Alright, we can take off with some speed now. But we've got to remember that we are 4.9 miles away from Newark, so we won't be able to do this for very much longer. And that red is just poking up on the distance meter. So after this green, we can't do any more speeds unless we get another clear signal. Right, we've got another green signal, but there is a red still in the far distance. Right, that's not changing. Let's start slowing down for it. It's our double amber, that's just changed to a green. And our next signal aspect is a double amber. We're slowing down really well. So that by the time we get to the red, we'll hopefully be cruising at a good 20 or 15 miles an hour. Just depends on how long it'll take for us to slow down on minimum brake application. Our automatic warning system is doing really well, letting us know that the track ahead will result in being used when we come to the red, because we'll most likely have an Azuma in front of us. So we're now currently cruising at 35, once to take off the power for the brake. And as said, we don't want to be going any faster than 20 miles an hour near a red. And just after this bridge is the red signal, so start slowing down just that tiny bit more. There's the red, just seeing the far distance over there. And we're down for a 15. I'm expected to stop. I'm not expecting this signal to clear. But it has. So we'll go with some speed now. The only highest amount of speed we can do is 30. As we pull into Newark Northgate. Still want to slow down for the red. We're arriving simultaneously on time. Just gonna slowly nudge into Newark Northgate. Right, max brake, reverser into neutral, DRA set, and open up the doors. What we can do now is we can switch this back here, turn off the wipers. We can turn off the lights now. We can put it onto tail lights now. We can switch off the fan, put that back to auto, put the temperature preset back to 18, turn off the lights, switch all that off, and we're done. Now we can't lock the doors with that turned off, can we? And that is it. So what do we get for the service? We got a gold medal. Now, it says that we've not been deducted any points for speeding, so I suppose we did really well. So yeah, looking pretty good. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Please do comment down below what you thought. Subscribe if you haven't already. We are trying to hit 150 subscribers. Leave a like and I will see you all in the next video. But until then, see you all later.